today we have discussed about merge and then multicast, right? So now let's discuss about lookup transformation. Okay. So lookup transformation will mainly do two things, right? Lookup. It will do mainly two things, two operations. The first one is lookup match, and the other one is lookup no match. Lookup no match. Right? See, lookup match means which is nothing but it will check data between source and lookup table. See, this lookup table will be mostly the destination table. Destination table based on common column, right? See, based on common column, it will check data between source and destination, and if it matches, it loads only that matching records into destination. Right? I'll explain that. See, it will check data between source and lookup table. So lookup table in the sense, in the transformation, we have to point the another table, mostly will point as a destination table itself based on one common column. It will check data I told, right? So based on source, from source we'll take one column, and from lookup table we'll take another column. We'll try to join it, and based on that join, whether data is matching or not matching, we'll check it. So if you use lookup match, only the matching records between source and destination, and will insert data from source to destination, only matching records, right? And which means, let me tell you orally here, let's say my two tables, one is source is having, let's say, ID column, and the IDs are 1 2 3 4, and destination is having 1 2 5 6 7. So in this case, as per your understanding, which records will go into the destination, guys?
1 and 2.
Correct. Right, which means only the matching records I told, right? Only 1 and 2 will go into the destination. If you use lookup no match, it's opposite. The same operation will be performed, but only not matching records will get inserted. To loads only not matching records. See, in this case, for lookup no match, which records will get inserted into destination?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which are not
only 3 4, right? See, already it is there in the destination.
Yeah.
From source, whatever the records which is not there, only that will get inserted. Only 3 4 will get inserted into the destination.
Yeah.
Clear, guys, with the oral explanation? Okay. Let me explain that in practical, right? So let me drag a data flow task. Lookup transformation. And then I'll take a source. OLEDB source, I'll take it. And OLEDB destination. And the transformation is lookup, right? And I'll take the source table as April 2021 database. Okay, let me drag that later. I'll take the source table as April 2021 database, and the table name is EMP details underscore SSIS underscore EMP details. Here, this one I'll take it. This one as a source. And destination I'll use the same here, emp details underscore merge. So as of now, we have only the same matching records between them, right? Agree? Whatever we have in the source, which is April 2021 database, whatever the records we have in the destination as well here in the emp details underscore merge, right? So I'll try to load data into the same and let me configure it. And I told my source is April 2021 database and the table is SSIS underscore emp details. And what I told in lookup mostly will take a destination table as a lookup table, right? So leave it as it is for now, this page, and navigate to connection. I'll explain you this what it is. Go to connection, and here we have to choose the destination table, whatever we're gonna use it. So, and in the connection manager, we have to choose the destination connection manager, and in the table, we have to use our table name, which is emp details underscore merge, right? And go to columns. Here, what it is saying, can you read out, guys? At least one column in the available input columns table must be mapped. Right? So we have to map it one column at least. So how do you map it is just hold it here, hold it, drag and drop once you reach here. A line will be connected. What it is saying, the data types is mismatching. So what data type it is holding? We have to check it, right? So let me check what data types are there for these two tables. And in April 2021, for the SSIS underscore EMP details, ID is having worker of 50, and my destination is having, I think it is, what is the table now?
Merge.
Employee
Yeah,
details merge.
yeah, and then it is having employee ID, right? So my destination is integer and my source is worker. So let us convert that. So for that we have to use data conversion. Use it.
Is that the data conversion or derived column?
Sorry, I dragged it.
Data conversion.
Yeah. Data conversion. And then here choose the employee ID and change it to integer, which is 4-byte signed integer. Drag it, you'll get to know. For integer, it will be 4-byte signed integer we have to select, which is this one. And the renamed column name will be copy of employee ID. And while using here, you have to map it with that column. So go to connection and choose our destination database here in the table name. Go to columns and drag and drop here to the other column in the destination lookup table, right? So drag it this one to here. Clear? So this is how you should do the data conversion when you come across conversion issues, right? Click on OK. And then once you give a connector between lookup and then destination, it will the window will be popped up and you have to use it here. Which operation you have to use, lookup match or no match? So first I'll use lookup match, which means it will load only the matching records, right? So here I should select the destination database and the table name is emp details underscore merge, and I'll just use copy of employee, which is the converted, and employee name, right? Click on OK, save it. Okay, I'm running the package. It should load only the matching records. All right, we'll see. Okay. How many rows? from source to data conversion 12 and data conversion to lookup 12 and lookup to destination 12, right? So let me check my destination table, which is emp details underscore merge. We can see 24 rows. Earlier it was already 12 rows existing, right? It inserted 24. Now if I run it again, how many records will get insert, guys?
Plus 12, I think.
Yeah, only 12 again. 12 rows. If you go and check it, it will be 36. Right? So this is about a lookup match. Now, if you use lookup no match, so either you can point another destination here for lookup no match, and you can redirect them into another output here by default, right? Either way you can do. If you want to load matching records into one table, you can take two destinations, one for matching and another for not matching. And there is one more, it is failure. If there is any error, if you want to use that also, we can use it, which is red mark here, right? So I'll just use the same one. I don't want to use another destination. If you want, you can use it at a time. Lookup matching records will go into one destination and non-matching. Maybe I'll show you this one also. And for this, I'll choose a database table as emp details, or else maybe I'll create a new one. Yeah, okay. Let me reuse the existing one. October 2021, and the table is emp details. This one I'm going to use it for no match, right? So copy of employee ID and employee name. Okay, by default here now two options, one is lookup match, other one is lookup no match, right? If you use the two destinations. Okay, and let me show you the data for emp details here. We have 12 rows already existing, right? Whatever it is there in the source, already we have it in the destination. Now let me execute. How many rows will go to the two destinations? How many rows it went? On the lookup match, it went 12 rows. On the lookup no match, no, right? Nothing, none of the records went. Why? Because there is no records in the source which is not matching with the destination. That is the reason why you cannot see any records over here, right? So if you want to get it the new records, you have to insert a new record in the source, right? So let me insert into this table one record which is not there already in the destination, right? So I'm going to insert a record here. Why? To show you the non-matching record, right? Insert into table name, values. What is the employee ID? I should enter which is not exist already. I think 500 is not there. I'll just use employee ID as 500, and employee name I'll just give my name, and employee salary, let's say 30,000, and date of birth something like this, 010101. Yeah, so this is the one record I'm inserting into the source, right? One row is affected, and you can check it here. So you can see 13 rows now. So now how many rows should go into the non-matching records? It should be 1, right? And the other 12 will go to the matching destination, right? So let's check that. I'm just running it. Right click and execute package. Why it is failing? Go to progress tab. And if you come down, read out the error message. The lookup failed because error row disposition on specifies failure on error. All right. So which means go to data flow and check it what's wrong with the lookup. What it is, what option we have selected here, guys? specify how to handle rows with no match entries, which means if any no matching records come from the source, how to handle it. We have mentioned by default, we did not select it, by default it is fail component. So what you need to do is, if there are any no matching records come from the source, you have to use a redirect rows to no match output. Why? Because we are redirecting the no matching records into another destination, right? So that is the reason why you should choose this option, a redirect rows to no match output. Clear?
Before getting error, where we should see this window before before execution. Yeah,
Before
this
execution,
table.
it is fail
Yeah,
component only. By default, it will be fail component.
then we should change that, not at first.
No, we have to change it in the first only, but I should tell you the reason, right? Why you need to change it. That's why I showed you. Right, but if you are working with in real time, you know it already, this option, so you have to choose it directly when you are handling it no match entries. Starting itself you can do it. Now why I told now is I should show you why we are why we need to use it, right? So when you are handling with no match entries, you have to use this one, redirect rows to no match output. If you use it, then the non-matching records will go into the other destination. Right, let me show you that. Right click and execute package. 12 rows went into matching records and 1 row came into the non-matching records. So if you go to and check the destination, which is this one, you can see the record number 500 here. Clear? And if you insert one more record again, it will insert, see, let's say I'll insert now record ID 5000. Now tell me how many records will go into destination if I execute the package again for non-matching records?
Oh,
Expected. That's why I asked you that question. Any other answer? Why it will go to? Who told? Can anyone explain that?
No, it will be 1 because 500 record is already we have
It is loaded
already
into
it
the
is loaded
destination.
into the destination. So now it will not load. It will load only
Load only
5,000
one.
record. 5,000.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's what you'll get confused, but yeah, the answer is only one.
Yeah, just confused.
Yeah, it will be. But how come 2 rows is going to destination?
5,000, not 500. No?
Mhm.
New row inserted, that is 5,000. But in the table it is 500, I think. See the table columns.
Mhm. What is our destination? Select star from EMP details, right? 5000 is there. And again 5000 got inserted, right? 500. Right? Why? Okay. Let me insert a record with ideas. Do we have 12? No, right? Okay. I'm inserting 12 into a source, and whereas it is not there in the destination. ID 12. And let me execute it. Execute package. 3 rows, right? And now if I stop it and execute it again, how many rows it should go? Again 3 rows is going. All right. Okay. So why it is going? Let's investigate. And I'll use here partial caching. Okay. And then right click and then execute. 3 rows. So use no cache, save it, right click and then execute. Still zeros, but it should not go, right?
Yes, it should be 0 rows, right? Already 3 rows are present in the destination table.
Okay. So this will be your assessment for tomorrow. You need to find it out why it is. If it is the non-matching records, and if it is a matching, still it is going into non-matching, right? So you can try to practice it and check whether the same is repeating in your system when you are working out, or if it is repeating, why you have to investigate. Either you can take the help of Google or YouTube, right? And tell me the answer in next class. If not, I'll explain you. Okay. Any questions other than that? Yes, did everyone got why do we use the lookup? And also read out these 3 cache modes as well. Okay. Read out the cache modes in lookup transformation. So you need to investigate about these 3 options and also why the non-matching record still it is matching, it is going into the non-matching records. So those 2 you should try it out, figure it out from your side, right? If not, I'll explain again. Anyhow, don't worry. But try it whether you can do it or not. But first, check it whether the same issue is happening in while you are working out or not. Right? If it is not, then leave it. If it is happening for you also, then we have to investigate why it is happening. Okay. And any questions, guys, with the lookup? So I'll just repeat it. How you need to explain is okay. So and one more thing, if you use lookup no match, what do you call this process? Any syncing with SQL topics? Any sync? If you load only non-matching records into the destination, what do you call that process? Always loading the data which is not exist on the destination. Anyone recalling? No. What is incremental load? What is incremental load, guys? Load the data to destination table if there are any new records in the source. The same thing we are doing it with lookup, right? Agree?
Yes.
If any new source data is there compared to the destination table data, only if you load that, it is incremental load. The same thing we are achieving it with lookup no match operation. In interview, they might ask you straight away, what is a lookup in SSIS, or how do you achieve incremental load in SSIS? The option is lookup no match. If you ask that question, see, by using lookup, we can perform the incremental load. And lookup mainly will do 2 things: lookup match and lookup no match. Lookup match is nothing but it will compare the data between source and the destination table, and if it is matching, it will load only the matching records if you use lookup match output. And if you use lookup no match, then the data will load only which is not there on the destination, which is incremental load. For that, what we have to do, we have to change the option which is specify how to handle rows with no match entries. We have to choose it, redirect rows to no match output. By default, it is fail component. This option also you have to tell. No, why you have to tell is, which means you know the concept well, they'll get to know. So that's the reason why you have to tell this option as well, right? And if you're not telling, sometimes some few people may ask this question. So what is the option you need to select it? So that time also you may get stuck, right? So why to give them a chance? So try to remember this as well. Okay. That's how you need to answer. Either if they'll ask you like what is lookup, or how do you achieve incremental load in SSIS. Any questions? Do you want me to continue for another transformation? I think it will be heavy for you. Today you need to practice merge and multicast, right? And lookup. Lookup you need to investigate something. So it will take some time. Okay, I think that's it for today. We'll discuss about tomorrow conditional split, derived column. And if time permits, if I take 1 hour class, I'll explain slowly changing dimension as well. Okay. These are the few transformations which will be important. And guys, someone has some issues. Is anyone connected from laptop? Someone asked me a question. I didn't remember the name.
Yeah, it's me, no? I kept it.
Padmaja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you log in through laptop now?
Yes.
Okay. So let me share your screen. I'll grant you the permission as a host.
Mm.
Make host. Yeah. Can you go ahead and share your screen? Are you sharing it? I'll explain so that everyone can follow. Or if you are not ready, we can take it offline. Okay. So can you open your SSIS package?
Yeah, wait. I'm sharing. 1 minute.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
I think you are not opening SSIS.
Yeah. I'm doing that. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a warning here, but I'm getting the result in some null ways.
Okay. It is working now, right?
It's working, but I will show the error.
Okay.
Even in all, I'm getting this. And I'm adding department ID, showing like this. Though both are null, I mean int null in both tables.
Metadata inputs column does not match the metadata for the associated output column. Fail to set for error at load table failures. Fail to set property output linear and union all. Okay. Can you give me control? I'm just requesting you. Just grant it.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. And let me close it. Guys, everyone following? See what it is failing is when she is trying to map the column, it is throwing error saying that the column data type is different, right? And here the table name is DEPTS. And can I open the SQL? Where is DEPTS? Here it is having integer.
Yes. And then name is
Yeah. Here it is the error message, right? So delete it. So can you drag here? Where is the toolbox? Here. Okay. By default, flat file is worker, right? So let me try to convert it. We'll see. I'm just guessing. We'll give it a try. And then here, choose the DEPT ID and expand it for full length. It is integer, right? So 4 bytes and integer you have to choose. And click on OK. Right? And while pointing here, where is it? Is it the last one? Copy of DPTID. It is taking, right?
Yes, and third one? Third one.
Third one, I think we did not convert it, I guess. So we have
Okay.
to use the conversion for there also.
Okay. Yes, same error.
All right. So you have to use the conversion. How many guys? How much time it's remaining? Okay, we have 4 more minutes. Yeah, 4 more minutes. We'll check it. See, it will be basically the data type issue. So I think Banu, you also got the same issue, right? So did you do the same way?
So
If
for
not,
everything, it should be data conversion. No, it is integer. You have to use.
if there is a failure, if any error message comes, so you have to try to check the data type and then you have to convert it.
Okay. If both are same, also you should try
Same,
this.
it's not required. See, by default, text file is I told you, right? It is varchar.
Yeah.
That's why we are changing it to integer. It's not same, right?
In the table, it is int only. For
Correct,
both
but it
the
is table int, and the source here which you are taking, which is integer, the source,
yes.
and here by default
Oh,
it will be varchar.
yeah, I understood. Yeah, okay.
It is not same, right? That's what I'm telling. And here also choose the copy of department ID. That's it. Okay, rest all you can do the same if the conversion.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
For Excel, for that also .xml also.
Correct. Excel also by default it will be unvarchar, right? You should change it according to your
Yeah.
destination data type.
I thought, but that is already int in the table, so I thought like that.
Yeah, that's what you have to remember the points whatever we are discussing in the class. So that's why, guys, it's suggestion for everyone. So try to maintain a notebook or maybe Word document, whatever which I am stressing out in the class. So our definitions, try to note it down, right? It will be helpful for you only. Okay. Yeah, can you make me as a presenter? Go to where the participant list. And click on my name, right click and make host you have to do. Did you do that?
Okay. 1 minute. You got?
No, you have to right click on my name and then make host you have to do it. The participant list. Are you getting the participant list?
Getting that. On number, right click.
Not right click, maybe more option is there, right? More.
Yeah, more is there.
Under more, you can see the option called make host.
Make host. More. Yeah, I have. Make host.
Yeah, fine. So guys, that's it for today. And yeah, we'll connect tomorrow again in the 6:30 p.m. Okay. Try to practice and follow my instruction, guys. Easily you can clear the interviews, right? And yeah, thanks for joining and we'll connect tomorrow.